So parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines from geometry, flashback. Lines that do not intersect. It doesn't matter how long they are or how short they are. We don't care about that. It's just they have to not intersect and have to be in the same plane. So when we talk about parallel lines, they have to have the same slope. So when you get a question that asks you, write the equation of a line that's parallel to whatever the equation is, as long as you know what the slope is, you should be able to write the equation. We don't care what the y-intercept is, as long as it has the same slope. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. So, write the equation of a line that is parallel to y equals negative 3/4 x plus 5. So what's my slope here?
Negative 3/4.
My slope is negative 3/4. So equations that are equations of lines that are parallel to that would be y equals negative 3/4 x plus 1. Y equals negative 3/4 x plus 2. Y equals negative 3/4 x plus 1,000. It doesn't matter as long as you have the same slope. I will come back. If you can't get it all written down right now, it's okay. I'll come back to it. I'm just going to keep going. We kind of have an idea what's going on here. All right, we're coming back to it. Don't break. All right, so perpendicular lines. Remember, those are lines that intersect and form a 90-degree angle. So perpendicular lines, their slopes are what we call opposite reciprocals. So you take the opposite sign, and then you flip the number. Okay, so write the equation of a line that is perpendicular to y equals negative 2/3 x plus 2. My slope is negative 2/3. The opposite of negative is positive, and then I flip it. So my new slope will be 3/2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then, again, the y-intercept doesn't matter. Pick whatever number you want it to be. You can have y equals 3/2x minus 2, y equals 3/2x plus 100, y equals 3/2x plus 1, whatever you want. There's nothing. That makes sense, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the big lesson for today. I got one more thing to do, but pretty much that was it. The shortest video ever. Alright, that's why I don't want you to go crazy about trying to write down everything right now, because I'm about to move on to one more thing, and then I'll put it all back up for you, okay? And we'll be happy in the back. Alright, so, just to kind of review how to graph a line, if I have y equals 2x minus 1, and I want to graph that line, my first thing I need you to do is plot the y-intercept. So in this case, my y-intercept is what? What's my y-intercept?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. B equals negative 1. So I go to negative 1 on the y-axis, and I make a dot. All right? Next thing, find your slope. So what's the slope for this one?
2.
2. I'm going to write that as a fraction. So I'm going to write it as 2 over what?
1.
2 over 1. My slope is the same as saying rise over run. Everybody remember that?
Yeah.
So from your starting point, which is your y-intercept, you're going to go up 2 and then run to the right 1. So up 2, 1, 2, and to the right 1. And then make a dot. Is that right? 1, 1, 2, I'm up 1 too far. 1, 2, because 0 was my first one. There we go. That's better. Ooh. That look better? Was that your question? No, what's your question?
My question was, so 0 doesn't count as a point.
It does.
It does?
Yeah, I had skipped it the first time.
Oh,
So up 1, 1, 2, and to the right 1.
okay. Oh.
0 does count. Just because it's a smart board and doesn't want to make a dot, but it's supposed to. So there's my graph. It's a lot easier when you have graph paper or grid. And then the third step is just connect the dots. Any questions? Pretty easy. All right, let's do one more. Give me a line that's parallel to y equals 2x minus 1.
Y equals 2x minus 3.
Y equals 2x minus 3. So we're going to graph that one. How'd she get 3? She just picked the number out the air. So negative 3 would be here. That's my y-intercept. My slope is what? 2 over 1. So from negative 3, I'm going to go up 1, 2, and to the right 1.
So, to make it parallel, all you do is just change the y-intercept?
Mm-hmm. There's it. And then draw your line through it. There's your parallel. And then for a perpendicular, what would my new slope be?
1 over 2.
Close?
Negative 1.
Negative 1 over 2. Change the sign. So that would be, well, give me an equation. Y equals just negative 1 over 2x. So negative 1 over 2x. So my y-intercept for this one is what? 0. My slope is negative 1 over 2. So I'm going to go down 1 and then to the right 1, 2. And then connect your dots.